Hello everyone, and welcome to byteVICE with David. Today we're going to talk about a few more features and formulas in Excel. Let's get started. So I want to go over a few functions, basic functions in Excel. We're going to go over the min, max, and average, along with how to do formulas using the mouse. Um, uh, some date formatting, and a few other things. So let's just start with min. So this is the file we used last time, and let's go over the min. So basically the min is the minimum number in a number set. So you can click on the field that you want to actually put the formula in, and you're going to hit the insert function. And you can see I've already done a search, so they're already up there, min, max, and average. If you you can actually type in this little search function min, and it would come back with do a search for those particular functions. So we're going to select min here. So click on it, and it says, okay, where's the numbers? Now, since you can see your number set here, while it's clicked on, you can actually just click on the fields that you want, drag down, so that I have item 1 through item 8's quantity highlighted, and then let go, and you'll see that it already filled in E6 colon E13. Now if you knew that, you could actually just type these in here, click OK, and you'll notice that the actual min of this data set here, the minimum number is actually 2. So now we're going to do the maximum. So you click on the field that you want it to be, insert function, here's my max. So you can double click on it, and it says, okay, what number do you want to be there? And we're going to say all of these. Let go. And you'll see that the number set actually says E6 through E13. Press enter. And it says the highest number there is 88, which is right. Now, the average is basically going to take an average, add up all these numbers, and the divide to get the actual average for you, so you don't have to actually do the formula itself. So if you click function, we want to do an average. It says, okay, where are the numbers coming from? Click and drag again on the quantities, press enter, and there's the average. Now you could do that same function on any one of these columns. You could do it on the quantity, the cost, the totals, it doesn't matter. So one of the other things I want to go over is on the page layout. You can actually change the way this actual worksheet looks like, and you can just go to themes. These are all the different themes that you can pick from. The default up here is Office, but you can do all of these different ones. Let's just choose Badge, and you'll notice that it automatically changed the colors, the fonts, and the effects of all the screen. If you want to put it back, you just click on it, click Office, and you can see that it put it back. One of the other things that I want to go over here is simple conditional formatting, which comes in handy when you're talking about quantities and stuff. So if you want to actually automatically highlight a number when it goes less than a certain number, that's where you would do conditional formatting, maybe highlight it red for inventory purposes. So you can highlight the fields that you want. You can say conditional formatting, and there's some default ones in here. We're going to do the highlight one, and you'll choose less than. So basically we want to say if the set of numbers you've highlighted is less than whatever we tell it, we want to make it red. So you're going to do less than, and you say, okay, what's the number? And let's just say 5. If it's less than 5, then we want to make it red. So okay, and you'll notice that on these quantities here, the 4 and the 2 are red, but none of the others are red. So if this 8 now becomes 3, you'll see that it's red, and my line chart is actually still tied to this information, so now it dropped as well. One of the other things that I wanted to go over is the spell check. Typically on Excel, when I want to do a spell check, I know the hotkey, the hotkey is press F7. If you just press F7, it'll come up and it'll start the spell check. Now, it's complaining because on this header here, I typed QTY for quantity instead of spelling it out, but that's okay. I'm going to just say ignore that one. And then it wants to complain because AVG is not actually a word for average. You can say ignore, and it says, okay, everything else is good. One of the other things I want to go over is actually a date format. So if we type 3-3-13 and press enter, you'll notice it actually does automatically a date format. If you had a field that you had something else typed in and it didn't actually automatically convert it to a date, then you could click on the field, and up here on this little section, these are all the different formats that you can set. I will tell you that make sure that you actually set the format of the field before you start typing, because Excel will not necessarily auto format the field if it's statically set from one thing and the field actually has something else typed in it. One of the other things that I want to go over is margins and headers. So to change those, you can go page layout, and this little arrow down here in the bottom right hand corner, if you click on this, then you have all your different margins. So right now it's got a top margin of 0.75. If you wanted to reduce that, you can just click on it. The header is 0.3, right is 0.7, but you could change it if you wanted to, maybe 0.2. We're not going to print this, but I just wanted to show you that you can change all your margins right here to make it fit better on paper if you need to. On the headers, if you click on header, you can actually do a custom header if you want to. You just click on the button and it pops up this little box. You choose whether you want it to be on the left, or the center, or the right. And let's just put it on the right. Now, the difference between these two is insert page number is the specific page number. Insert number of pages is the max. So if you wanted to do one of however many there are, then you could do insert page number. That's this particular page, and you can do space of, and then click on the number of pages. So now it's the page you're on of, and then the number of pages. And when you say OK, it'll say one of question mark. Say OK. And then if you had multiple pages, and if you do a preview, we're just going to do print so we can actually see. You'll see that it's 1 of 3, and then 2 of 3, and then 3 of 3. So I'm going to go back. That's all we have time for today. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, and have a great day.